In this video, I'll share with you the one element you need to take care of in order to plan your business the right way. My name is Omar White. I'm a business strategist and I'm here to help you build, manage, and grow an online business so you can own your life. Before we get started, remember to get your copy of the Blogger's Guide to Stand Out Online. You'll find the link in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever asked yourself any of these questions? Like, how can I plan a successful online business? Or what kind of elements do I need to have in this plan? Or where do I actually start the whole planning process? It's okay. It's totally okay to ask yourself these questions. It actually shows that you're concerned about having a plan, which is a good thing, because starting a business without a plan is a recipe for disaster. First thing I'd like to drive your attention to here is to be really specific about the business model that you want. In our case here, the business model that we are discussing is the one that consists of three main cornerstones. The first one is an online platform. In this case, it's going to be like, in my case, it's a blog. It might be, in your case, it might be a video channel or like a YouTube channel. In some cases, it might be a podcast. It's actually according to you and the best medium that you feel comfortable publishing on. For me, I started on a blog, and always my blog is my main hub on the internet. Or you can say it's actually the home base that I start from. So it's always a piece of content on the blog, and then I can repurpose it. So for the business model, just know that the business model that we are discussing here is the one which is fully online. It's an information-based business, which consists of those three cornerstones: an online platform, high-quality content that we publish, and then effective marketing strategy, which is the most important piece of all. Okay, so this part, I just need you to know that this part is the first part of a series that will help you master the planning process of a business. Because once you're done with this series, you'll be able to have the fully functioning business, or at least the big picture of the business or of a functioning business on the internet. Okay, you're going to enjoy this one because we'll design it according to your lifestyle and according to the type of business that you want to have. So it's not the other way around when you used to be a 9-to-5 employee, where you actually design your day and your life around your job, and this is the other way around. You're going to design your business according to your lifestyle and then according to the type of business that you want to have on the internet. Let's move to the next point here. So before I start anything, I always like to know the why behind it, so I can actually have the motivation that I need along the way, because building a business, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes money as well. Not a lot of money, but it takes those three ingredients. So before I start to put in all these together, I just need to make sure that the why behind the business building is enough for me, and it's motivating in such a way that actually keeps me going. Okay, so why the planning is so important? It gives you a sense of direction. It shows you action steps to take. So as long as you have a plan, you know where this plan is supposed to take you. And then this means that you're going to have a step-by-step process to follow, which means there's no guessing work in the process. And then the third thing is that it enables you to celebrate every milestone of your success. And this is really important because this makes you feel that you have actually achieved something, and that's why you're celebrating it. And this is a huge motivating force for you in order to keep going. As you know, as we just mentioned, that it's going to take time, effort, and money. So celebrating is just as important as taking action in business. And the last piece here is that it helps you learn from your mistakes faster. If anyone told you that building a business, it's not going to have any like setbacks or mistakes or anything, then that's not true. Not at all. At least from my experience, it's not true. Simple as that. The thing is, you're going to make mistakes, but the thing is, it's totally normal to make mistakes in business. But the thing is, when you're having a plan, you're going to learn from the mistakes faster and keep going, and not just stay there where you actually made the mistake and then waste your time and money and effort. So this is an added benefit of having a plan. So as you can see, it's full of benefits, and it's very, very nice and beneficial to have a plan in front of you when you are actually executing business. And there is a very interesting quote by Brian Tracy that says, every minute you spend in planning saves 10 minutes in execution, and this gives 1,000% return on your energy. Or actually, we can say this gives you 1,000% return on everything that you invested, whether it's time, money, or energy, which is effort. So it's a win-win situation anyway. So that's why I see planning is just a vital part of doing business. It's not just like I saw someone is doing this kind of business and he's successful. This means like I'm going to copy this business and that's it. That's a complete disaster that you're starting this way. But once you have a plan of your own and you understand the why behind everything, then this is the time that you'll be like rewarded many times in the future and along the way. Okay, so we have 4 steps in order to have a big picture in front of us of a business on paper. This post or this video is all about the first step, which is your mindset. The second video of this series is going to be about your niche. The third is going to be about your ideal client that you want to serve and work with. The fourth is going to be about your brand. So as we just mentioned, it's 4 parts in this series. First part is all about your mindset. Your mindset consists of those different elements underneath. The second step is going to be your niche. The third is going to be your ideal client that you would like to work with. And the fourth is going to be your online brand. So those 3 steps are the ones in video 2, 3, and 4 of this series. This one is going to be all about your mindset. Your mindset, in order to set it up correctly and be in the correct mindset for business, first thing you need to know is your business why. Just a little bit earlier, we were just discussing the why behind planning a business itself, and now this one is the core one about your business. What is the why behind your business? Then after that, we're going to build it about your personality. Then you'll learn about yourself, your very own personality, so you actually build a business that goes hand in hand with your own personality, so you don't burn out during the way or along the way. Then after that, UMF, we'll discuss this one very shortly. And then actually, once you define your UMF, it will make it easier for you to do certain things. And then we'll finish this video with tasks that you need to do in order to reap the benefits of all these elements. Now let's go back to the resource here, and then let's start with your why. Okay, so the best approach to get yourself into the right mindset from day one is to start with your why. This actually puts you in the winning mindset. The concept for starting with why was presented first time with Simon Sinek. He's a best-selling author of the book Start With Why. If you can read the book, it will just shape your mind about doing business, and this is just one of my best books. I'll leave the link for it in the description box below. And by the way, anything I'll mention here, like questions and all, everything will be in the description box if you're watching this on YouTube. If not, you can actually come to the blog post and you'll also find all the links here. Okay, so to find your why, I suggest asking yourself those 10 questions. All those questions are going to be in the description box below as well. So you can just take a screenshot of this, or you'll find it all to copy for you in the description box of the video itself. Once you answer these questions, you'll have a clear mental picture of your own why. Let's see a few examples of the question here. Let's take the second one, let's start. Excluding the major events of your life, what are the 3 of your best memories? Once you write down those memories, this means those memories are still so vivid in your mind that you actually remember with all the details. This will be used to actually dig deep and find your very own why. And you can follow up all these 10 questions. Once you're done with it, you will have a clear picture about your why. Next. And by the way, if you'd like to share with me about your why in the comments below, it will be awesome. I actually read the comments one by one myself, and as much as I can, I'll reply to the comments as well. So, the second element of your mindset is your own personality. Once you get clear about this as well, you will start to learn about yourself, maybe things that you've never thought it's there yourself. Because you will be learning about things that you're very strong about and weak about, your strengths and weaknesses will give you a contrasted picture about what you can do and what you can't do. Okay, so there is a test that I recommend you can take. It will help you complete this step. You can take the test over this website, 16personalities.com. Actually, let's check out the website itself. Maybe we can find it. Awesome. So the test is still live here, and you can fully take the test. Now back to our resource. Once you take the test, you start to understand your very own personality. Now, the third element here is your UMF. First of all, the UMF stands for Unique Motivating Factor. The one thing. Now that you know the why as well as your personality, you will have a better understanding of yourself, which will lead you to the next step, discovering your unique motivating factor. You might be asking, what exactly is it? It's a term that I created. Here in the blog, you'll only find it. And in this term, it will actually, from the name itself, unique means it has to be about you and not a copy of someone else's. Motivating, it has to give you the energy instead of draining it out of you, which means what is the business or the one thing that once you hear about it, once you talk about it, once you remember it, it just gives you energy. It just gives you makes you stay up at night if you just think about it. You just care about it so much that you can't wait and you can't go to sleep at night because you're just thinking about it. A factor means it has to play an important role in your life and business. Doing it keeps you committed. Once you find the one thing that fulfills the 3 traits here, it's unique to you, it's motivating that much, it's a factor that affecting your life itself and business, and you enjoy doing it. Okay, so my personal UMF is just sharing my knowledge. I'm someone who loves to read, and that made me very knowledgeable in some subjects that I actually reached to a point that I just have to share what I know. Exactly, this is for me. So the why or the UMF behind all this is just I'd like to share the knowledge. Okay, so in order to find your UMF, you have two parts or two kind of steps that you can take. The first part is to take a group feedback. Group feedback can be done through, let's discover this together. So the first part, you will have two simple steps. To get a group feedback, you need to do those two steps. You need to find a trusted group of people and then get feedback from these groups. Okay, your trusted group is a group that you can actually get accurate feedback from, a group of people that you know very well and they know you very well as well. This feedback can help you see the traits in yourself that you never thought you even have. This group can consist of the following: your family, your business partners, your close friends. All those kind of people can be in this kind of group feedback. Now you can ask them a few questions so you just get that right feedback that you want. What is my natural talent? If you're not sure about it, this group of people will be having the accurate answer, because not every time that we can see our own talents unless it's a different set of eyes. Second question you can ask is what you admire about me, because this is an important one, because there's so many things that we do just take for granted, and for other people it's just an amazing thing to have. Third kind of question that you can ask is what are the things that you know makes me happier? Oh, like grammar, there is a mistake here while doing them. Okay, so once you gather this kind of feedback, you'll start to see things that you never thought it's there before. The second part, or the second type of feedback, a solo feedback. In this feedback, you're going to ask yourself a few questions like, if money is not an issue, what I would be doing with my life? Just imagine that you don't really need money at all, and that you have all the money that you need now and in the future. What will you be doing with your life? And what would I do even if I'm not paid for it? And if failure is not an option, what would I do? And what I want to learn more about. These questions will help you discover valuable information about yourself. Those 4 questions is going to uncover so many answers that you really need to know about yourself. This will dramatically help you to find out exactly why you enjoy doing the most, and what you enjoy doing the most, and which will make you an enjoyable business down the road. Now let's go for defining your UMF. After you gathered all this information about your why, your personality, and your UMF, the next step is to define your unique motivating factor in a short and to the point sentence. Now, I have a formula that I use to define my own unique motivating factor. In order to blank, I do blank. The first blank is my why, and the second blank is my what. So in order to my why, I do my what. So my example of the UMF is as follows. In order to inspire entrepreneurs to build meaningful online businesses, I share knowledge and resources that will help them to do so while enjoying their journey. This is a full example about my UMF. You can use the same formula and find out your UMF this way. Once you get crystal clear about your UMF, you'll find it extremely easy to have a sense of direction and purpose, see your business's big picture, get in the flow of building your business, enjoy every step of the process, stay motivated while building your business. That's pretty much it for the first part of this series. Hope you find it helpful and you use those questions to find your unique motivating factor, and then as a result you can get in the right mindset for business success. And every time you find yourself distracted, you can just go back to your very own UMF and read it again and again and again. Maybe you need to write it if you like. Then you'll get your mind back fast to the right mindset. I hope you find this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video of this series. Take care.